the game, cause see the boxing voice.
Welcome back, gang, for the first time and hopefully many more to come. Don't forget to subscribe to the YouTube channel and click on the notifications right here, this little bell, so you can get those emails every time we go live. Peace.
¿Cómo estás, man?
Bien, bien. BoxingVoice.com live here with Jessie Vargas, all the way in Chicago. Dazn's debut, October 6th. We're here for the press conference. Feeling that A-side status? Yeah, you feeling that A-side treatment? Look how big your face is on that poster.
Well, man, this is a large event, you know, and the magnitude of it is huge, and I'm looking forward to it. This is the U.S. debut for Dazn. Now the UK debut will be September 22nd with Anthony Joshua. My fight will be October 6th here in this beautiful arena, and the Wintrust Arena, which I look forward to selling out. I look forward to giving you entertainment, and you could watch it through Dazn. So please tune in, subscribe, and you know, it's gonna be a great showdown.
So you're looking forward to a sellout?
For sure, definitely. We have to sell this place out, man. I truly believe that our boxing fans in Chicago will definitely be coming out October 6th, and I know that everyone all around the U.S. and all around the world will tune in through Dazn.
Eddie is saying that Chicago has a huge Mexican demographic and Polish, which is obviously what's built on this card.
Polish, you have a nice Puerto Rican background here as well. So, you know, the opponent is Thomas Dulorme, and he has a huge Puerto Rican backing. I'm sure they're going to be here in full attendance. And, of course, the Mexican Americans will be here. And, you know, we're gonna sell it out. I mean, the Polish, Big Baby has a huge Polish following. So, I think we're going to do great numbers, and television-wise as well.
Speaking of Dulorme,
on the network, I mean.
Speaking of Dulorme, obviously I spoke to Eddie, and the first choice was Adrian Granados.
Made sense, right? I mean,
he's from Illinois. It made sense.
Yeah, he's from Chicago.
Were you at all disappointed in terms of style matchups, or do you prefer this style? Do you think this one suits you more, or was it Granados?
You know what? Me as a fighter, I accept all comers. And when Eddie expressed that he was talking in negotiations with Granados, I said it was fine. It was great. I mean, I was just ready to be back inside this ring, you know, and give my fans a great fight. Unfortunately, that fight didn't go through, but Thomas Dulorme stepped up to the plate, and we're looking forward to putting on the show.
Now, Eddie says you got to get through Thomas Dulorme.
Of course.
But Dulorme is no pushover, and he could upset the apple cart. But the winner of this is in a good position because he's trying to lock in Mikey. He's trying to lock in a few names. It's going to come to me, but he definitely said Mikey Vargas is the fight that he wants to make. Oh, and Broner. He mentioned Broner, your rematch with Broner.
I don't know if he wants it, though, but we'll find out.
Broner's rumored to possibly maybe have a November fight with Lipinets. I don't know. Do you think Eddie can bring a Broner or a Mikey to Dazn to be able to face you in that short amount of time?
Listen, if they want to make the fight happen, of course. I mean, Eddie can make anything. He can finalize any deal. You know, of course, it takes two sides to bargain, but we'll find out if they want to make the fight or not. There's always a way. You know, where there's a will, there's a way, and I believe there's fights that can be made. I know that Mikey has mentioned my name. And he's mentioned a couple of names out there, as a matter of fact. But I mean, if you're gonna call me out, and if you really want to fight with me, we can make this happen. I mean, I'm not about any games. If I'm calling someone out, it's because I really want to fight. So if he wants it, and if he's calling me out, let's make it happen.
Now, obviously, there's a lot of talk of Mikey and Earl possibly going to pay-per-view. What was your initial thoughts when you heard pay-per-view, or when you heard Mikey taking on Earl? Like,
yeah.
You don't hear a lot of people want to fight Earl.
I didn't think he was gonna go up to welterweight, that's for sure. But if he's really committed to going up to my division, well, then he could. And if he wants to make a fight, I know he mentioned my name, like I said, then we can make the fight happen.
And you think he can compete with Earl if that fight were to be made?
He's a talented fighter. You know, he would give anyone problems, even in the welterweight division. I know him. I know his style. We go back to when we were teenagers. You know, so I definitely know his history and his backing, and he's a talented fighter. But you know, at this level, you don't duck and dodge anyone. That's just the way we boxers are. We're ready to face and fight anyone that there is, and of course, we all want the #1 spot. And sooner or later, that opportunity will come. Whether it's with me and we fight for the title, or whether it's with Earl, you know, it's going to be entertaining fights.
Speaking of history and your history, obviously yours has a pedigree. Some of that comes from the Mayweather gym. You were trained with Roger Mayweather early on in your career when you were like 135.
That's right.
They're calling Mikey the Mexican Mayweather. You trained with Mayweather. You've watched Junior. Is that fair statement? Mikey's the Mexican Mayweather in your opinion?
You have to understand there's two different styles. I mean, how are you looking at it when it comes to undefeated status? If it's the undefeated status, well then we have Thurman, we had Mikey, we had Chocolatito before he suffered his first defeat. So I mean, only time will tell. I mean, I think that in order for you to get a name like that or be compared to someone like that, you need to have the background of defeating so many world champions, and staying undefeated in doing so. So I guess only time will tell.
Do you think
everyone jumps to the gun real quick just to call names out or mention people as the #1 pound for pound, but I think that it takes time in order to actually give those credits to one fighter in that position. You know what I mean?
Do you think it starts here in this building for you? That you need to sell out this arena, you need to score a big win over Dulorme so that fights with Danny or anybody, in the welterweight division, the top names are more feasible and you can entice them to come, because if it's a party over here, everybody wants to be part of a party. Triple G started that way, He fought guys we didn't know, but he kept filling out stadiums until the guys we did know said, hey, I want some of that money. I want some of that ambiance.
Yeah.
Is that how it works is it going to work like that for you?
Similar. I mean, we are on that path. I believe that we're a well-known name in this beautiful sport. And all we have to do is continue to entertain the fans, continue to give them the best that I possibly can, and continue to show that I am at that level where I'm at now. I mean, I am a top fighter in this division for a reason, and I'm only going to continue to improve. And now you're only as best as your last performance. So I always try to give you a better fight in each and every fight that comes. So the last fight was entertaining. Yeah, I won it. And what? And whether they gave us a draw, but everybody knows what happened in that fight. I mean, a draw in New York is basically a win in my books. Now we're coming into Chicago, and I'm gonna give you a better performance, and I'm gonna show you why I'm one of the best in this division and why I'm still here to stay. And I'm not going anywhere. I'm staying. I'm gonna become world champion, and you're gonna see me on the zone as a world champion. I'm stating it now, and you'll see very soon that I'm speaking all facts. I don't bullshit.
Well, Jesse, I want to thank you, obviously, for giving us the time.
What is up, TBV family? Yes, YouTube has been cutting funding to their channels as of late, and with net neutrality going through its process, the internet is changing. If you want to keep your favorite channel intact, coming up with tons of content, and plus get hours and hours of extra content, head over to patreon.com/ThaBoxingVoice to become a member of the TBV family and help support the channel. Peace.